The scarcity of water affects around 2.8 billion people around the world at least 1 month out of every year. 1.2 billion people also lack access to clean drinking water. One solution is hidden below our feet. Next up, Team Myonit and Jari Joutsenvaara.
Water is the difference between life and death. Water is the difference between prosperity and famine. Water is the difference between peace and war. Accessibility to clean and affordable water is a global challenge. More than 1 billion people are living in water-scarce regions in the world, and the numbers are growing. It's been estimated that by 2030, 2.6 billion people will be affected by the water scarcity. What can we do to prevent today's crisis becoming tomorrow's catastrophe? Well, we, the Team Myonit, we can do something. We have a solution. Team Myonit is developing an underground detector system called a Myomonitor to X-ray the ground above to look for yet unfound groundwater resources. Instead of using an actual X-ray machine, we are using naturally occurring highly energetic particles called muons, originating from the space. How does our system work? Well, I will give you an example. You all probably have seen these black and white X-ray pictures where the bones are white and the tissues are black. Well, our system works basically the same, but instead of flesh and bones, we look into the density variations in the rock. The more particles we detect, the less dense the observed volume is. And these low density volumes could be caused, for example, by the groundwater resources in the rock. So, as the method is rather simple, why this has not been developed before? In particle physics, where my background is, the detectors used are rather heavy, and they are measured in square meters, at least in my field. But the recent developments in technology and in instrumentation have made it possible for the Team Myonit to downscale these large detectors into a borehole-fitting instrument. For the first time, it's economically feasible to use borehole-sized muon detectors. And we are the first ones to apply this technology into groundwater exploration. The data from our Myomonitor will be valuable for the groundwater experts, who then, based on our data, can deduct where the actual groundwater resources are and what's their volume. So we have a solution. People who have water and the situation in water-scarce regions will ease. But in order not to, for the water not to be overused or worse, exploited, monitoring is needed. Our Myomonitor is capable of providing real-time water level data with just a single detector instead of an array of sensors. Our water level data will be valuable for the water suppliers and for the decision makers to make sure that the water usage stays at a sustainable level, and moreover, the water will be accessible and affordable for all. So, where the Team Myonit is now? We are currently doing preparations for the first groundwater test measurements together with the Geological Survey of Finland, and the test site is here in Finland. And by 2030, we are a global player in providing affordable and accessible water for all. So, the Team Myonit, we have a solution. However, we cannot achieve these goals alone. We need your help, we need your support and your vote, and your connections to enter in these water-scarce regional markets. Together, we can make a difference. My name is Jari Joutsenvaara, and we are the Team Myonit. Thank you.
Thank you, Jari. Text 7 to the number that we mentioned before if you want to see this team in the finals. But remember, you can only vote for one team during these 2 pitch nights. Is this going to be the team you want to see? We don't know. So, Andreas, could I get your comment on the team's pitch, please?
Yeah, I'd definitely weigh voting for these guys. But as I said, it's a danger to fall in love with the guys you're commenting on. I'm heading down that road. I mean, with the problems outlined by these companies, especially by this group again, where the most difficult areas are in developing countries, I think the key issue is always the practicality of the solution. And I think what these guys are doing is exactly that. It's a practical, very, very practical solution to a very, very practical problem. I mean, even today, and this problem, attacking water scarcity and the need to make it easier to locate groundwater in these areas is very much connected to all other problems today that we have in world and current affairs. We're talking about the big refugee crisis in Europe, most of the people coming from Syria. The troubles there, of course, have several reasons, but a big part of it was a drought lasting for several years, and the inability of farmers to find water, and they had to move to cities, and trouble happened. So, and again, going through your very, very thorough pack of materials, you were already there, guys, so again, good luck.